how to put the force on a limited area. I just based on this beam under flexion on this side, I applied the force, and I will change this application area not to apply it on the whole area, just on a part of the area. On the other side it's fixed, so we have a beam under flexion, and I go back to model, I change the application to modeling, and in the modeling application I just make a sketch with the area I want to have active the force. I just put a rectangle on it, I make the positioning of this rectangle, so I just want it on a distance of 30 millimeters of above. I want it in the center, in the middle, and the size is just a third of the thickness of this beam. And in the height I activate this height dimensioning and put it on 20 millimeters. So that's the area where the force should be active. I finish the sketch, and I find in the feature menu down there divide face. Divide face, I say this face will be divided by this sketch lines. That's right. If you control, it's still the two surfaces. Like that. Also, if you put this activation, if you have no selection, then you see the undivided face, so be careful which one you look. I go back to the simulation. In the FEM file there is the message that you have to update the mesh. Now the mesh is updated, and you see on the lines there are the nodes, so just this area can use to apply a force or to fix it. I just want this force, it's not anymore applied, you see it's just a circle, and I say now active on this surface. So you see the force, the definition I can once more use, but I have to say on which surface it's active, or in which part of the surface. If I go make the analysis looking at the results, I see that the displacements are just more or less the same, and the stress level is just a little bit higher when there is a limited area under active force. It has also another possibility. You go to the FEM file. In the first thing it's not changeable, so you have to promote the part. Because I have already done that, it's not visible, but you have to promote this body. In this idealized file you can also change to the modeling and directly here model on this surface as an example this circle. And then I go back to the pre-post application, and I can directly here in the idealized file, I'm still there, I was in the modeling, and then I return to pre-post, I find this divide face. This function is also active there. You know already how it's work. Active the face you want to cut with which geometry, and then we have the subdivision of this surface. Just put the filter face on and you will see it. We go back to the mesh file, and the mesh file has to be adapted now because the nodes are not lying on this circle. So update your model and you have this zone where you can put just a force. I say a force on this limited area. I can put it here in the -z direction, and you see it's active only on this part of the geometry. Also, constraints can be applied on a limited area, so it's just possible to use this area fix or another part of the geometry. Just divide your surface. You can do it in either in the E file, or you can do it this subdivided face in modeling. That's all.